Greetings. Calling all the sisters into the circle. Let us circle up, sisters. Greetings, goddess, body, mind, spirit, community. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru. And y'all know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our work week, babies. All right. April 25th, happy birthday to my cousin Champ. Y'all know how us black folks do it. His name is Woodrow, but we call him Champ. All right. Happy birthday to Champ. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning. I'm here early today. Turn up. Where's the morning crew? Come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm here for y'all. I'm part of the morning crew, even though I've been going live late. Who all is in the crib? Oh my gosh. Hey. Come on, Rachel. Girl, let us dance. All right. What's up, Virgo Bliss? Yes, Virgo Bliss is a morning crew. She team morning crew too. But I can tell you right now, Virgo Bliss be tuning in at night too. So, hey, Zellico. Greetings, goddess. How are you? All is well. The goddesses have gathered. Oh my goodness, y'all are here. How are you? Are you starting your week out feeling optimistic, positive? How are things feeling for you all? I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I'm feeling pretty good. I in all my Taurus glory, I have a lot of planets in Taurus. Have been up working this morning, even before this live stream. Just to remind you all, I have a I'm gonna take this off. Ow! I don't know why I just can't take it. I guess because I don't have a lot of hair. Woo! But woo! This thing right here, it has a little padding on it, but it does not agree with the top of my head. That's probably because my seventh chakra is like, girl, it's like messing up our flow. Take it off, baby. Take it off. Anywho, just to remind you all, I have the retreat to reset. Okay, yes, we need to reset every now and again, like every month, sometimes daily, depending on what's going on. And so, yeah, I was recording a meditation for that one and a mindfulness, just tying up my loose ends. So excited about that. I hope you all join me. You can look in the description box of this video and just click there on that link to find out more information. Or you can also go on ahead and sign up. It's not too late. Yes, there will be a replay. And let me tell you, the replay is respectable. Okay. And because I have done this for so long, I do everything with the replay queens in mind. So if you can't make it, hashtag replay, the replay will be there. But I'm going to tell y'all, I love the replays. I even watch the replays of my own videos. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I said that. Duly noted. I need to write that down and remember that, 6 months out, even a year out. It's like, how do I describe it? The word that's coming to me is research. It's like I go back and I watch videos and I see how the wisdom unfolded and I'm like, okay. And then I try to see, is there any loose ends? Is there anything else I need to do? Do I need to lean into something? So positive okay, well, hold up. We're about to celebrate right here. I have my first pop-up shop coming up. So I'm working on making products, labels, and names for them. Off work today, but not really. You know why? That's because that's how we do it. We are all about our dreams, our hopes, our desires, our visions, and we do what it takes. So that's what I'm talking about, sis. Virgo Bliss, turn it up. Now, I'm going to ask you, Virgo Bliss, to keep us posted. We want to celebrate with you. We want to support you. I am sending you so much energy of abundance and success. Like I already see it. You're going to send me a message or post here in the live stream. You sold out. Like everything got sold out. People love it. You, as a matter of fact, you have a waiting list of people who are like, when you get more product, just let us know. We are ready. When you sell more, whatever it is you're doing. So we are excited for the Goddess Bliss. Yes, Bliss turn up with that pop-up shot. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I wanted to come on today and share some wisdom with you all for your week. I want to look at the astrology. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for us. Let's do this, goddesses. So, because I know my mind, my Mercury is in. You're welcome, Virgo. Hey, Yolanda. Greetings. My Mercury is in Pisces, which is not a good place for Mercury, astrologically speaking. Therefore, I have to say things when I think about it. So I just want to let you all know, y'all, let's get about these essential oils. Lavender is one of my favorite essential oils. Tell me what is your go-to essential oil. But it's important for us to do things like this. We're in the season of Taurus. And so essential oils is very much a Taurus thing. They're natural, they're healing because Taurus is all about self-care. But we do know that essential oils have properties that work on our subtle energy. So, let's turn up the essential oils. Let's turn up the essential oils. The other one that I use every day is eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus because it's so energizing. And if you were born or, raised up like 70s or earlier, I don't know about the 80s, maybe some of the 80s, the earlier 80s babies know this, but y'all know they used to put that Vicks rub on us. So I don't know if it's like I have some type of like mental connection to eucalyptus in that way, but I love eucalyptus. Um, Lavender, I definitely would relate to Yamaja. Eucalyptus, I relate to Orisha Ogun. Ogun, Mars is this very energizing type of vibe. And then peppermint is another one that's a go-to for me, which is definitely a Yamaja scent. We have a lot going on in Pisces. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the chart. I love how y'all are supporting Bliss. Yes, we are so excited for you. This is another reason why we sisters gather in circle because our ashe, we have powerful ashe. What is our ashe? It's our life force energy, very, very powerful ashe. And when we touch and agree with one another, it will be so. I'm telling y'all give me so much life when y'all say all those kind words to me and give me, feedback on how I have helped you. If I feel down, y'all will be like, okay, we send you love. And honestly, it's healing for me. And so I know it's healing for all of us. It matters. So thank you all so much for your support of Virgo Bliss. Okay. So with this particular um week, I was like, wow, or really this just the next couple of days. Pisces is amazingly full. Greetings to the goddess Peg. How are you? Pisces, Peg is always at night and in the morning too. Peg and Virgo, like, we're going to catch you no matter what time of day you show up. Um, so, yeah, we have a lot going on here in Pisces. This is a very Yemoja time. We think about Taurus. We've got heaviness going on in Taurus. When I say heavy, not like dark heavy, but it's powerful. It's like the energy is potent. It's potent in Taurus and Pisces right now. And so one of the things that I'll say is it's a very feminine time. It's important for us to really connect to um, be empowered to allow our feminine energy to take the lead. Pisces is an energy that is about receptivity as well as releasing and letting things go that will allow us to like fully step into like be birthed anew. It is truly a sign that is about the being in the womb. That's one of the ways we can think about Pisces. We are in the womb. of Pisces right now. And Pisces is helping us to birth ourselves anew. But it is this energy that is like, it's important. Think about a baby that's in the womb, is in that amniotic fluid, is connected to mama. And so I just ask you, are you connected to mama in some kind of way? The great mama of the universe. What are the things that you're doing to care for yourself, to nurture yourself, to love yourself? Even if you're in a busier phase, you're in the womb of mama right now, and that's important. It's also, very, very spiritual and creative. Are you allowing yourself to, instead of do, which we are going to have to take action, but let me say this. Pisces is about inspired action. Like right now, I am working a lot. And it's because the nonprofit where I work is having a Black dance festival, and I have to go and work. I have to go and teach, and it's taking up time that I don't typically have to devote to doing that. This is a special situation. I have my new moon retreat coming up tomorrow, and so I'm working a lot, but I'm taking inspired action. I'm taking that time to like say, like last night, I was like, yeah, I got to go to bed. I went to bed. I had my hypnosis on. This is a big, big time for hypnosis and subliminals and meditation and mindfulness. You know, I would encourage you all to see it as a daily retreat. Every day we should have like a mini retreat with ourselves. It might be you take a bath where you're just relaxing in the water and letting yourself just go, because that's what Pisces is about. Or it's about like we talked about the essential oils a few minutes ago, and turning those on, and maybe just taking that time just to sit back and do nothing. It doesn't seem like this is something that can create what you want, because we're made to believe you have to do, go, 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 go. But this is the feminine way. We're being offered this opportunity with having the feminine lead the way. And Pisces is a feminine energy. And so, this week is just potent. It's, how do I describe it? I want to say, uh, just what I've been saying, open yourselves to magic and miracles and your intuition being on point, like just living that feminine lifestyle that so many people want, but feel like it's elusive. It's easy to engage it. And once you catch it, and even if you lose it, once you catch it one time, two times, three times, then you're like able to bring it back effortlessly and easily because you remember what it was like. And so the other sign that is really heavy is this Taurus sign. And so, we have three planets there. We have the north node of the moon, which is about new beginnings. It's about the springtime. That's something that I just actually talked about. I'm uploading videos for the retreat to reset that I'm doing tomorrow, so that everybody understands what do we do with these nodes of the moon. And so with them being in Taurus, it's about, hey, we need to bring back Taurus, make Taurus, bring Taurus to the forefront. And this is a feminine energy ruled by Venus, which is the same energy as Oshun, the maiden goddess. Um, Beauty, self-care. This one is definitely about embodiment, where it's like we want to be really working with the physical body. And so I think that's very important for us to think about this week. And so it's our time, sisters. It's our time. Okay. Virgo Bliss says, I love eucalyptus for when y'all are congested. Yeah. And it helps with asthma. That's good to know. I love all essential oils. It depends on how I feel. Right now, I'm on citrus. I love that. I'm jealous because I can't use citrus. I don't know why. Citrus tears me up. I will itch and hurt. So I can sniff it a little bit, but I can't diffuse it. I was just so sad when I figured that out. Um, Another one, I thought I picked up my cardamom. I love cardamom. I said I was gonna bring that one up, but it's really good for spiritual things. But I can't even use cardamom anymore. Let's see here. Cedar and tobacco essential oils together are my favorites. Ooh, that's very Ogun, and I guess maybe Shango with the tobacco. Cedar for the Ogun. Some people say cedar is Shango, but I say that's Ogun, and then tobacco. I would say that's Shango. Huh. I need to try that. That sounds so grounding. Eucalyptus and rose when I want to balance my heart. Beautiful. I love all these combinations. Grand Rising Queen Monica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so yes, I was saying that this is a very Yemoja time because of that Pisces house that we have very, full of stuff, and definitely an Oshun maiden goddess time because of Taurus is like Venus is running the show right now. Just know that. Trust and believe. Okay. So here we are. This week is pretty good. It's interesting. So, something that I want y'all to know is we've been in a time where all the planets were moving forward. So now it's time for retrograde season to start unfolding and kicking off, where we start putting on the brakes and figuring out what is the universe calling us to go back and look at. And so, we'll start talking about that. So Mercury square Saturn is, let's look and see where is Mercury? Ah, that is my my to-do list. Mercury square. Wait a minute. That's wrong. That's why I said I have to pull up this chart because I was like, Mercury square Saturn? Oh, yes, Saturn right here. Okay. Mercury square Saturn. That is correct. So this might be a time where we feel like um we are being asked to look at, are you really making progress on what you said you were going to make progress on? Or maybe you feel the pressure to get done whatever it is that you said you were going to get done. Taurus is like about money and self-care, values, our stuff. And Aquarius is about progress and um, connection with other people, being rebellious, wanting to be free. Some of us may be feeling like a conflict between the two. It could be we feel like we want to get more in life, but we feel sort of like held back by the people that we are surrounded by, or it could be that, like I said, the way I really perceive it, because Saturn is there, is like I'm looking at all my plans. I'm looking at the progress that I'm making, and maybe I need to do more, maybe be more focused, maybe get more energy about myself. But whenever there's a square, it's like it energizes you. It's the same energy as Mars, a square, or Ogun. So it's Mercury square Saturn. And it could be that it's like it's something with our thoughts. Maybe we're getting thoughts about, like, you're not making this progress, or something about friends as it relates to our self-worth and our self-value. It could be like this heaviness in thoughts, but it energizes us to make change. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I need to get it together, something like that. Or maybe somebody like kind of said something, someone says something to you and it feels a little bit challenging, but you're like, "You know what? That's right." It's like a reality check is how I would describe it. So some of us may be feeling, or you may have had a reality check, you may be getting one. Sometimes this just brings like stinking thinking, heaviness of the mind. And so you just want to make sure that you transform this into being get real about like something that really matters, and not like I've been having to tell myself this morning things like, you really have to watch your mind. Is that the most empowering thought that you are thinking? Is this empowering you? Is this taking away from you? Just really making sure I'm being aware of this. Because I remember taking this personality thing like 25 years ago or so. And there were different colors. It's just like all the personality things that we do now. And one of the colors was black. It was this hat system. And they talked about the black hat. And the black hat, which I did not have, I had probably like the yellow hat or the white hat. It was one of them that was like really optimistic and positive all the time. But the black hat was the person in the room who everyone is like all excited, all the plans, the to-dos, everything is being laid out. And the black hat will point out things that people aren't looking at that could be potential pitfalls. And so you can see the black hat as actually Saturn or like Capricorn and Virgo. They have the tendency to be black hats. They will point out the obvious that nobody else is willing to look at because, people like me, we're just all in the clouds. We're visionaries. But the black hats yank you down and they're like, no, look, we really want this to work out. We don't want to just moving forward and everything is not in place. So it's like that kind of thing going on. So you may have felt like you've had a black hat moment, a moment of sobriety, but you want to use it not to tear yourself down or other people down, but to just be excellent is how I would see it. Saturn really just wants excellence for us. So that's something that some of us may be dealing with this week. Mercury sextile Neptune. That one it's like there could be two things going on, or maybe you experience one of these more than the other. So it's Mercury sextile Neptune helps to spiritualize the mind. Some of us might be feeling more absent minded than usual. This will pass after today, probably, but some of us are feeling more absent minded than usual. It feels like you may feel like you have cotton brain, but by the same token, it's like being in hypnosis. It's like a natural hypnosis because what hypnosis does is it disengages actually the conscious mind, and there's this thing called the critical factor, which is constantly, both of them only allow us to have a certain experience. That's it. But when you go into hypnosis, it bypasses those parts of our brain so that we get to the subconscious mind, so that we can open ourselves up to the vastness of the power that is within us. And that's what Mercury sextile Neptune can do. It can open us up to greater possibility, more opportunity, and it will come through as ingenious ideas and thoughts. And I just encourage you to let them download, especially thoughts about like how to take care of yourself, thoughts about how to make money. Some people may be like, oh, I'm getting an idea about how to make money right now. Maybe something comes to you and you're like, oh my gosh, I finally feel like I've made it past a block of experiencing self-worth and self-value. It may not be like full on, but you'll be feeling like I'm headed in the right direction. You have a breakthrough regarding that. It might be that you are able to get an idea about, maybe it's something you're creating, or it could be your stuff. Like today, I was like, I've been so busy. Now I need to look at what needs to be taken care of in my home and what stuff am I getting ready to get rid of because I'm still in the great purge. So that's very mercurial. I'm going to skip over here to Mercury trine Pluto. That's going to be on the 28th. And the reason I'm sticking with Mercury is because Mercury has to do with the mind. It has to do with ideas and thoughts, and it has to do with work and communication and writing. So Mercury sextile Neptune, it could be some very caring and compassionate communication. Maybe you have received something that has come to you where you're like, I feel loved on. Thank you for that message. I really needed that. That helped me. It can create that kind of tenderness in communication. And then Mercury trine Pluto. Honestly, y'all, let's get ready. Let's get ready because Mercury trine Pluto, we'll start feeling that around the 27th. It's a short transit. The 27th, 28th, 29th is what I'll say for that. Oh, look at that. Pluto is retrograde, so it's very powerful this week. Very, very powerful. When a planet is retrograding, its energy increases. It's like it gets I don't know how many times powerful, but it is very potent. So, what I'm going to say to y'all is this. Mercury trine Pluto, we may get some ideas about how to make money because Mercury is in Taurus and Pluto is in Capricorn. So we may get some ideas about how to make money. Okay. Um, it may be that it's an idea that you had, and oh, where's my phone? I'm supposed to be doing my belly dance. Eek! Oh my gosh. Oh well. Um, so there may be some idea that you had about making money a long time ago, and it's going to come back to you. It might be that you just manifest this money because Pluto is what is called station. It's not moving. It's preparing to retrograde. And so retrograde always means we're going backwards. And so Mercury trine Pluto is a very prosperous, very, very prosperous combination. A trine is Jupiterian. It's about expansion and growth. So you could get a breakthrough of some sort. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is general. This is very, very general. So you need to know what houses this is happening in for you. This Mercury trine Pluto. Is it the third and the ninth? Not the third and the ninth, but anywho, is it two different houses, and then you would need to try to figure out like what areas of life is this blessing going to come in. But just know it could be a blessing of power. You feel more empowered this week because Pluto is about power. Some people may find that they're getting maybe a promotion. Empowerment is definitely a word I would use. Empowered thinking, maybe you just start stepping into your own personal power and you feel empowered to take control of your health. You feel empowered to take control of your success because Capricorn is success. Taurus is about self-care in the body. So that's what I'm going to say there. Let me see who is here. Grand Rising, good morning. Queen Marat Rogers, peace, love, power, and strength. I love that. Thank you. Greetings to the goddess Aliasia, to the goddess Natalia. And yes, it's a good time for your biz rebranding. Exactly, Queen. Yes. I'm excited for us for that. Okay, let's see here. Anything else with Mercury? Okay, Mercury is busy this week. Okay, I see you mercurial people out there. Mercury goes into Gemini. Such a good position for Mercury. So yeah, when Mercury goes into Gemini, it just makes Geminian things unfold even better. The thing about Mercury this week, y'all, is Mercury will start going into its, what do you call that thing? Shadow period. Mercury, once it hits, where's Mercury? Yeah, starting really tomorrow, I'll say tomorrow, it's going to be in shadow. It'll be in shadow and it goes retrograde on May 10th. Okay. So, everybody, let's make the sign of the cross. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I actually haven't looked to see the aspects that Mercury is going to experience. When Mercury is in Taurus, once it retrogrades back in Taurus, it'll be pretty good. Yeah, Mercury in Gemini. Actually, Mercury in Gemini, let's see here, where uh, you know what? It may not be too bad because Mercury is gonna go back to I think it goes up to the 4th degree of Gemini. And so it's not going to really have too many planetary interactions. So I'm excited about that. At least that's my my quick overview of it. I haven't looked deeply into it. What makes retrogrades hard are what are called the storm periods when Mercury is slowing down to retrograde. But also, if there's a lot of challenging aspects to Mercury, then it will feel like a difficult retrograde. But I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a super challenging retrograde. Now, I will tell you when Mercury retrogrades back into Taurus, it's gonna. Oh no, it will be a trine to Pluto. So even its interaction with Pluto is not. It's good. If there was something like in Taurus, I mean, it might. I tell you what, depending on where Saturn is, because Saturn should be retrograding soon too. Yeah, Saturn isn't retrograding until where is Saturn? Mm, mm, I think that it will square Saturn a little bit. Not exact, but it'll come pretty close to squaring Saturn. Yeah, it'll square Saturn. That will be the time that is the most challenging. But that's one square. That's one square. And it kind of goes back to here. Mercury square Saturn. Yeah, it will. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see me getting lost in my astrology mind, but it will be there will be a time, especially closer to the end of the retrograde, where we will be like, am I really going back to what I talked about here with Mercury square Saturn? Am I really making the progress that I need to make? Let me focus on my money. Am I making progress in my money and my health? And am I making progress regarding the things that I want to manifest? Because Taurus is about manifesting. Or, you know, are my friends, how are my friends, my vibe tribe, how are they influencing me? Um, what reality checks do I need that could come up closer to the end? But I perceive this as long as we honor Mercury retrograde, all that kind of good stuff, like watch our technology and leave early instead of late, different just basic Mercury retrograde protocol, I think will be good. But Mercury in Gemini is amazing because Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini. So I'm excited about that. We have Venus conjunct Neptune, very big deal. So this is definitely a week of abundance. I'm like, oh my gosh, this week is crazy because this is also eclipse week. Wow. So Venus conjunct Neptune, Venus conjunct Jupiter. Can we say blessings abound? Let the blessings flow. Okay. Open your hands to receive. If something is coming your way and it seems like it's too easy, you can't believe it's this easy, double check and make sure it's not somebody trying to scam you. If it looks legit, baby, let that money flow. And I want to encourage you all to understand it's coming from you. So we have a new beginning with Venus conjunct Neptune. They both are so good in Pisces. We, I don't know, we might see it again, but Venus conjunct Neptune while Jupiter is in Pisces. This is freaking amazing. All right, this is amazing. Um, so many blessings of art and creativity. Folks want to have a baby, start. Let the games begin. Go on ahead. Y'all go on ahead and get busy in that bedroom. This could be your time. um, but yeah, new beginnings with creativity and art and manifestation and creating the life you want and receiving like miraculous healings, receiving a healing in your self-worth and your self-value. um just serious flows of abundance coming your way. And it's definitely a week of new beginnings because a conjunction means new beginnings. So even though we're going into the retrograde season, we still need to honor this. Okay. We need to honor Venus conjuncting with Neptune. So it's like they're getting a fresh new start together, and Pisces, and Venus conjunct Jupiter. That those are the great benefics. And I remember when they connected, I think in Sagittarius. That's interesting. Um, just so many blessings, wisdom, healing, creativity, intuition. Like some of y'all are gonna be like, I trust my intuition like I never trusted it before. This is that week for to make sure you imprint that on yourself. Okay. Wow. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And the day, hold on, let me go in order. Jupiter square Pluto. That is no, it's Jupiter trine Pluto. That's why I was like, I got to start looking because this is not correct. Jupiter is not uh square Pluto. It's sextile Pluto. That's another blessing. Jupiter sextile Pluto is blessings of healing, power, operating from your power. People will be feeling more empowered than ever, in tune with their inner wisdom, or maybe you'll be blessed with a teacher or guru who helps you feel like you're stepping into your power because Jupiter is the teacher and the guru. Definitely times of manifesting, and it again, it's sort of like something manifests and you like, where the world did that come from? Like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm the luckiest woman on the first face of the planet, because Jupiter is luck, right? And Pluto is in Capricorn, that's manifestation. Feeling successful. Some of us are going to be like, wow, I feel the most successful that I've ever been. Own it. You want to imprint that on your soul right now. Okay. Jupiter square Venus. Okay. And then we have Pluto retrograde on the 29th. So all this week, Pluto's energy is powerful, very much about empowerment. Okay. And new moon, solar eclipse in Taurus. I am not going to talk a whole lot about this because I am taking extensive amounts of time. I recorded 3 videos yesterday for the reset to retreat, the mini retreat that I'm doing for the new moon, this solar eclipse. That's tomorrow. Link in the bio. I invite you to sign up so that you can get full details. And it's not just for this one. I'm setting you up to understand every other eclipse that comes. But suffice it to say that it's a solar eclipse. We're going in a new direction in that Taurus house. And we may not see anything happen, but in about 3 months' time, we'll see something like the potency of it is stronger. And then it wanes. And then we'll go through it again in the fall. We'll have a second set in the fall. So this is a huge week for manifestation. This is in Taurus. Um, it's about money. Who needs a blessing of money in some kind of way? Prosperity. Who needs some type of material manifestation? Bottom line. Okay. Bottom line. The earth signs are about material manifestation. Why do we come to planet Earth? To be renunciates. Yeah, I do believe at some points we need to renunciate worldly items. We can't take none of this stuff with us. I believe in minimalism, working on it, not saying I live the minimalist lifestyle. I don't. Working on purging and, not bringing any stuff in. One of my things is, okay, you brought something in. Let's see what you finna get rid of. We not getting ready to use this house to store your stuff. Yes, we need to be mindful. There is the inner work and, the spiritual stuff and whatever that we want to be engaged in. We want to have experience while we're here. But make no mistake about it, cha-ching. We supposed to be living prosperous and abundant lives. Cha-ching. I am very good with us going out, sharing our gifts, our talents, and being appreciated with it through monetary um, paybacks or some type of exchange, but we should not just be putting out and not receiving in exchange. This is universal law. Universal law says you should be receiving something that appreciates the gifts and the talents that you bring into this world. And so make sure you're getting your cha-ching. So Taurus is bringing that up. Taurus is also bringing up topics of food. Mm-mm-mm. I can't remember which sister was on here who's has that farm growing stuff on a farm. As much as you can. I had told myself have not been to the farmer's market. I really just my Pisces energy right now is leading me. So I've been in isolation by choice. But I told myself, I'm going to go to the farmer's market and start shopping with local farmers again. Every time I go to the grocery store, if they have locals, stuff from local farms, I'm going to buy from the local farms. We really want to become more mindful. We want to send a message. I'm getting a little bit in my um, activist mode right now. We want to send a message that our dollars are going to go to people who produce food because they love producing good food to help feed people. And we want to push back on people who are just like, well, we just want to make money. We want to make money so badly that we'll put any kind of chemical in your food to make you addicted to this food, right? So Taurus is going to bring a new movement. These eclipses happening in Taurus is bringing a new movement regarding food. And I know the majority of y'all are like me. I just invite you to see how can you take it deeper. What can you do to go to the next level? Now, this is one thing I will say. I'm not promoting. Now, this is a little bit of a button for me. I am not promoting anyone eating any one way. But whatever you feel you need to do in order to get people on board with this Taurus thing, do that. Okay. Some of us need to make changes. I'm not trying to promote any, the only thing I promote is let's find people who produce food that's good for the body. That's what's most important to me. Taurus is going to make us look at our stuff. Taurus is about hoarding. So some of us need to look at our hoarding tendencies. What are you hoarding? What are you hoarding? It's time out for hoarding. Maybe you want to become a collector of something. I said I collect books written by Black people. Anytime I find a book written by a Black person, I will keep the book. And I feel like what I need to do now is to make sure I put them bundled away from somewhere and tell my children, if y'all don't want these books, you need to find somebody who loves this kind of thing and give them these books. So it may not be of value to other people, but I value books written by Black people. Some of these are people who I know, they self-published. Some of these are people who've published with smaller, publishing agencies. Some have, it's like real books, like, I don't know, maybe a book by Maya Angelou or something like that. Taurus is about history, and it's like having a collective of the history. So we'll start hearing more about that. Like someone is collectives. We're going to hear about that. A collection of historical accounts, or maybe libraries. Taurus has to do with libraries. So we will people will start putting together libraries of something, so of some sort, all kinds of libraries. Okay, I'm going to stop talking because alrighty. Thank you. Yes, y'all are so good to me. I really appreciate y'all, for real. Like, seriously. Hi, Victoria. Started a job on Wednesday and got fired today on my way in. I need rent and car note. This dark night of the soul has taken the best of me. I want to give up so bad. Okay. So I'm calling all of you goddesses right now. We're going to surround Victoria. Let's all take a deep breath in. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. So just see Victoria however you think she looks. Standing in the middle of our circle, let's all circle up around Victoria and let us hold her. And I'm going to ask y'all to concentrate the energy of abundance into the circle. I hope this is okay, Victoria. I'm sorry, I just went all in, but based on your words, this is why I just jumped in. And I ask you, Victoria, to hold your hands with your palms up. And I'm asking y'all to bring in the energy of abundance down, down, down. And we are holding space for Victoria to receive that miracle. Maybe it's a miracle and a shift in her consciousness that will allow her to receive the money, the support, the resources that she needs at this time, knowing that the universe has her. You're held by the universe, Victoria, and just allow yourself to be held right now. Release the sadness, the grief, the concern, the fear. Just right now in this moment, just just let it all go, Victoria, and open yourself up to receiving the abundance that is yours, that is your birthright. And I see the council of mothers standing around you, holding you. And I want you to open yourself to hear what is it that they are saying into your ears about what is the next step. And I want you to just ask yourself, what is the very next step that I can take today, right now, in this moment? What's the next step? And then you ask yourself, what's the next step after that? And I am holding space for you that you can hear exactly what it is that is going to take you into that place to receive the resources to pay for your life, your rent, your food, everything. And to look at all of your options. And maybe you want to drop some ideas in here. What are your ideas, Victoria, that come to you on the next step you can take? We are giving thanks right here, right now, that you have received it. Like I see it, Victoria, that you have received the money, the job, the resources, whatever it is that you need, you have it. We have to give thanks for it now. We don't wait to give thanks when we see it. We give the universe a strong signal, a strong message right now that all is well. You are abundant. You are in the flow. You have the money, you have the resources, you have the job, whatever it is. The money is there, you have it, you pay it. See yourself paying everything. See yourself writing the checks, transferring the money, whatever it is. See your bank account with that money. Don't focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on the lack that you have right now. Shift your focus to what you desire. Soften down all the stress and the worry and just stay right there. This is a time of feminine, like the feminine way of manifesting. And this is how we do it is through our energy. So here's your reminder, Victoria. Shift towards what you desire. Soften. Soften down all the worry, the fear, any of those negative emotions. Soften them down. Just soften. You don't have to loose them. Just soften them down. And then stay there. Stay focused on it. And then open your ears to hear how you are guided. You will get something ingenious happen to you. And I want you to come back and let us know when that happens. But definitely put some stuff out there in the chat right now. We are here to support you. And so it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh. Hope that helps, Victoria. Okay. Queen Marat Rogers is working on her second poetry book. It's going to be fire, mama. I can't wait to hear more about it. Here for the flow of blessings. Yes. I got the Isis card this morning about listening to my own intuition. I love that, Aliasia. Here for the confirmations. It's time to make this profit. Oh, Asheo. We are touching and see, I love those money bags. Okay. More money bags for the goddesses. So Bliss, uh, my email is somewhere. Like if you go to my website, you can email me. Send me your link if you have one. Even if you're not, you're just selling locally, we still want to support you. We want to come check out your website. That helps to rank it up in Google. If there's something that we can support you on, let us know. So we are touching and agreeing. Jules by Bliss. Oh, I love that. First birthday in June, my baby will have profited. Confirmation, it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, yes, I love it. You're welcome, Victoria. Victoria, the song Money by Cardi B came to mind. I'm going to play it and send you these abundant vibrations. That just did something to my soul, Zellico. I don't even know that song. I'm going to turn that on when I get off. I so appreciate you for doing that. This is why we circle up. This is how we make it when we're in circle, okay? We're holding each other. Abundance and prosperity is already yours, and it truly is so. Asheo. Thank you, Goddess Natalia. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. And so it shall be from the Goddess Aliasia. Victoria, you will have better than before with even better pay. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, y'all got me just feeling all soft and mushy and just so abundant feeling on the inside. Victoria, I was listening to one of my tapping coaches, and she said, I need y'all to get this. Abundance is a vibration. She said it took her forever to catch it, and then one day she caught it. Abundance is a vibration. And what we want to do is understand, when we're working with this energy of Oshun, that we are energy. We are vibrations. And so we want to, all we got to do is align ourselves. It's just like when we think about the old school radios with the little thing that we would turn. If any of y'all remember that, I know the ones in the maybe even the 80s on back. We know this. You would turn that little thing, like if you want to go to 101.7, baby, you had to turn and you would just keep twisting that thing until you hit it just right. Because if it was at 101.5 or 101.9, it was going to be scratchy. Okay. If it was even one between 101.6 and 7, it was going to be scratchy. So you just keep turning that until you get right there. And so it's no different for us. We just keep turning the knob to experience abundance. So something you can do is go outside and look at nature and force yourself to say, I am only going to look at this nature and let it awe me. I'm going to see the abundance that is in nature. And that is going to help me align myself with abundance. And so, we go look at nature and it's like, oh my gosh, the water is so beautiful. It's a feeling. It's an energy. That's how we attune ourselves. And the more we are like, oh, this didn't work out and I don't have this money. All of us know this, Victoria. So we are speaking from experience. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of us know what it's like to not have enough. And it's like, and feel like your back is up against the wall. I remember when this happened to me, like when the crash happened back in 2007 and 8, I was like, oh my God. I was so behind on paying like 2 bills. I didn't have many at the time because I was mostly a stay-at-home mom. But I was like, this is what I'm responsible for. My husband's not responsible for this. I'm not asking him for this money. But I don't know what to do because I stay at home with my kids, and this little teaching job at the Y is not cutting it. And I said, God, Look, I reverted back to my old self at that point. I was like, God, you said you were going to take care of me. So I need you to show up for me right now. And whatever you tell me to do, that's exactly what I'm going to do. God said, pick up the phone, call the bank. I was like, what, God? I was like, okay, I said I was going to do it. I called and I was able to work things out. Like that pressure got relieved. And so, but it only happened because I made the decision that I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this lack anymore. This ain't right. This is not how I want to live my life. And I'm fed up. God, turn it up. Let's do this, God. When you don't feel like you at the behest of some God that's going to strike you down for talking back at it or whatever. No disrespect to people who do that. Then that's how you talk. It's like, no, universe, come on, show me what to do. Because we are co-creators with the universe, right? And so, you just have to tell yourself, I'm not taking this. This is BS. No, no mas. So, yeah, but I'm going to tell you this soft and shift stay that came from a book that I read. And so whenever I'm like struggling, I just remember those three things. Hey, no, it's soften, shift, stay. Oh, I think I gave it to you in the wrong order. It's soften your energy down of worry and fear and feeling and lack. Say, you know what? I don't have to get rid of it. I'm just softening it down. I'm just going to make space for abundance to come in, because abundance cannot come in where it's just like full on locked in on lack. And look at you, you're here in this live stream. I do not come on every Monday. I even thought, oh my God, I came on when I'm supposed to be in my belly dance class. But I feel like I'm here for you, Victoria. When I read your comment, I was like, okay, it's okay that I came live and I'm not in my belly dance class. Because Victoria, your soul called me to log on when I did this morning. And so you already are getting an indication that things are working in your favor. You just want to soften the fear down and to continue to see all these beautiful goddesses on here who are in the flow. I can tell these goddesses are like, they are feeling it. They are touching and agreeing in your favor. This is speaking to the goodness that you are and what you've already opened yourself up to. Okay. So I just, yes, I can't remember. Oh, so yeah. I'm gonna go see what y'all are saying. Okay. Tears are pouring, but thank you guys so much. I'm trying to type my message, but I'm here and taking in the energy and receive this message. Yes, take it in. You don't need to even really write anything. I know I asked if you wanted to share some things, but allow this medicine to touch you and heal you. Okay. Once we realize things don't happen to us, it happens for us, then we will look at every so-called struggle differently and be ready and joyful, because we know what greatness is on the other end. That is, wow, Virgo Bliss. Thank you for that. That is so good. Yeah. Yeah. Receive the medicine, Victoria. Receive the medicine. This is actually a good week for this to be happening. I would be willing to bet you, Victoria, that you're a Taurus, you're a Scorpio, you're an Aquarius, or you're a Leo in some kind of way. Trust me. That's what's going on with you. I don't have any question in my mind that you are being affected by the eclipses. I saw a Taurus lose their job the other day. And I heard this person lost their job, and I was like, what's their sign? I don't even know the rising sign or nothing. They just gave me the sun sign, Taurus. I was like, this is what's going on. You're going in a new direction. Your life is being course corrected. Okay. Oh, so let's pull an affirmation really quickly. And I don't know, I'm sort of feeling like I told you, Taurus moon and Sag sun. So you got hit up with the Sagittarius and Gemini eclipses. So I'm going to use Victoria as an example of how the eclipses work. So do you know your rising sign, Victoria? So her sun was affected by the last eclipses. She's probably been having issues with career since the end of 2020 is when those eclipses started. And the eclipses happened the most in Sag. And I don't know if you knew the eclipses were going on, but I can almost guarantee you her problem started with these eclipses in Sag. So now the Taurus moon eclipses in Taurus. The eclipses are now in Taurus on her moon. I would be willing to bet, Victoria, there is some direction you need to go in, and you're being what is called course corrected. She's such a good example of what I'll be talking about tomorrow night. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. I just pulled the first card that came to me. Um, Told you, Scorpio rising. Oh, but mom not sure of time of birth. Okay. Well, we know Taurus moon then. That's enough. So yeah, I encourage you to the eclipses are affecting you, Victoria. That's what it is. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna do these two. I don't know why I keep pulling I am humble. We pulled this one last year. Shamika says, "You're not alone, Victoria. You got this." That's beautiful. Yeah, Eileen is here. I'm on Central Time, so you don't even have to go all the way back to Eastern Time, Eileen. I just go with Central Time. Good morning. Um, Let me see, is there anything else I want to talk about in this? Okay. I am humble. I am humble. I make a difference more than I declare my uh, importance. Me and Eileen slipped in through the back door. That's right, Shamika. Oh my gosh, that cracked me up. Why do we keep getting I am humble? Who has an answer for that? Or thoughts and insights? Why do we keep getting I am humble? For me, humility, it is about, not feeling like I need to always be important or whatever. It is about that. But I think a lot of us are humble to a fault. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of us are humble to a fault. We just downplay everything. And it's actually one of the meditations I made today is about shining, being good with shining your light, your brilliance every day, all day long, being who and what you came here to be. I call that authenticity. Another thing that I might would say is, like raise up your inner Leo. But Aliasia, your comment in your message to me yesterday cracked me up. She's in between two signs. Oh my gosh. Everyone is here. Just know everyone is here, Eileen. We're glad you're here finally. Um, but why do we keep hearing I am humble? Are we humble to a fault? Who's being too humble? That's what I think it is, to be honest with you. The other thing about being humble is, sometimes we have to be humble. I don't know. I'm just going to say this just in case somebody needs to hear this. Sometimes we need to be humble and ask for help. We are so programmed in this society to feel like, well, I just got to figure it out myself. I don't want to be a burden on people. Um, I don't want to appear as weak. I like appearing strong. And so even though I really need help right now, I need to humble myself and ask for the support that I need. Humility invites in opportunity. Humility invites in possibility. Pisces is a sign that a lot of people experience a lot of humility in because It's a sign that has to do with, it's a sign that has to do with homelessness. Is that not one of the most humble things people can experience? Actually, in a way, it deals with loss. So it could deal with people who they lack a lot. They are, they don't have a job, or they they need, it's people who need compassion. And so when we're in those, like, Pisces is a very humble position because sometimes Pisces have to depend on other people to help them. It's just how it is. Well, an example for me as a Pisces is when I decided I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, all those thoughts of, Am I gonna let this man take care of me? Like, that's not how I was raised up. That was not the example in my house, first of all. My parents were like 50-50 kind of people, and sometimes my mama was carrying the weight because she had 2 jobs. Um, I was like, "Oh my god, I will not have my own money. I don't understand this." And my mother-in-law, she kinda helped me to shift it. She was like, "Y'all gonna be fine. This is great, go ahead, stay home. It's just gonna work out. You're pulling your weight, he's pulling his weight. It's not all about money, and yeah, go for it." And so I humbled myself and, went on ahead and jumped into being a stay-at-home mom, worked part-time a little bit on the side to make extra cash. But, yeah, I humbled myself because my desire to stay at home with my kids was stronger than my desire to, feel like I'm not, like I'm this weak woman. And I used to actually feel that way. I used to kind of feel like women who work and make money, um, I don't know, they just seem to have had more importance or something. Like they're making money, they're bringing money into the home, they're in the workplace, and they're, contributing in that way. And I'm just a stay at home mom. Um, so it's like you gotta humble yourself. And what did humility do for me? It opened up this whole lifestyle of staying at home, being an example for, honestly, Black women, women of color who want to stay at home, which we don't stay home much. Maybe it's becoming more. I don't know. But when I was in that phase, I was typically one of a very few who was staying at home, very few who wasn't all like, this Western or this Christian ideal of being the submissive wife. That was not me. Because there's a lot of Black women who stay at home and they're very um, devout and strong Christians, and they're living that lifestyle. Those Black women, but not me. I was like, I'm not doing that. Let's show up and booty shake if we need to, mamas. Okay, we'll send the kids away, or if the little girls want to booty shake with us, we can. But I wasn't booty shaking with these people. Anywho, I became a homeschool mom. I've had so many opportunities. I actually became an artist working at a nonprofit, as a result. Um, and you know, that would not have happened if I had not humbled myself to allow in what I really wanted. Hope that makes sense. Oh, okay. Humble makes me think of releasing fear to ask for help. It's okay to receive support. I really do think that's the message. So let's go with that. Who needs to ask for help? Who needs to receive support? I have needed that this week. I really have. Um, Actually, I'll tell y'all, I'll start off with it. And if anyone needs support, let me know. I said I was going to tell everybody that I am not gonna celebrate Mother's Day this year. Typically, Mother's Day does not bother me, but this year I already feel it in me. And I was like, I can't fake it. I don't have the capacity or the room to just grin and bear it and be on the inside feeling like I hate this. I don't want to do Mother's Day this year. My mother died 3 days after Mother's Day, 1997. And so she died on May 8th, and Mother's Day falls on May 8th. I think it's done this before and it didn't bother me, but for whatever reason this year it's bothering me. And so I told my family, I told my sister-in-laws, and I reached out to some of my friends and was like, y'all, I'm really struggling. I don't want to do Mother's Day this year. And the only reason I'm really sharing this is because I really need to start asking for support. So I had said I was gonna tell y'all, but I wanted to make sure I did it in a way that is like, I want y'all to know I'm good, I'm okay. Um, but yeah, this is my truth. This is what spiritual awakening is doing for me right now. Um, yeah, being humble, that's another good example I'll give y'all. Like, sometimes the people who I coach, they hear me talking about what I'm doing, and I think I'm just sharing, but they hear something and they offer support back to me. And I could think, wait a minute, I'm the coach, I'm the guy. You don't give me advice. No. Yes, I hear you. Thank you, sister. I received that. That's my career. That's my gift and my talent, but also I am human. And the people who I support, um, they are more than welcome to support me also. I don't do it in their coaching sessions or like, when I'm working with you all, that's not the place for me to do that. But just in conversation, because I'm becoming friends with y'all, to be honest with you, and I'm good with that. I'm not going to follow this. Well, you have to have those. I do have professional lines. I have professional lines on how I show up. You pay me, guess what? I'm extremely professional. But outside of that, if we start cultivating a friendship, then I'm going to be a friend and you're going to be able to give me feedback. All right. Ah, does anyone else need to give a share? Homelessness definitely humbled my son and I, especially during this pandemic, during these uncertain times. The rock bottom had come for great risings. Wow. Yeah. There are a lot of people who've experienced homelessness. Pisces will invoke a lot of homelessness. The thing about homelessness, and I am only speaking, I don't know this, but I'm going to tell you something. I've heard this from more than one person who has experienced homelessness. First and foremost, I would never call somebody homeless. I say that person is experiencing homelessness. So it goes right back to what we talked about last night. For those who were with me on last night's live stream, we do not say, oh, she's homeless. No, I do not say that homeless woman. I could say that woman who is experiencing homelessness. What is the other way people say it nowadays? I am sorry, I'm not like socially savvy with all the language. My apologies, but it's unhoused, maybe is one word. I have a friend, Sagittarius, who sold me. She was my real estate agent. I don't know what has happened over the years, but on Facebook, I started looking at her post. Spirit was just like making me catch her post. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, I think she's homeless. And she was making these posts where it wasn't like full on crying and despair. But for her, I was like, this is full on crying and despair. She might write one sentence, two sentences, whatever. And I just started going back through her feed and I said, oh my gosh, she does not have a place to stay right now. And so one of the things I did immediately was ask her for her Cash App. I was like, what's your Cash App? Do you mind if I send you something? I didn't even say, I think you're homeless or nothing. I just said, I just want to send you a gift. Her mother passed recently. I'm telling you some things. It was just like a lot it was a lot on her. Okay. And then I never called her homeless though. And she was living in her car. And she said, at least I have it better than some other people because she was without a place to stay on a regular basis and working. She said she had worked the whole time. She had been losing jobs, very similar to our sister Victoria. It was like she would get a job, she got COVID, lost a job, couldn't get that job back, just having to work at like um, maybe a convenience store. Child, about 3 weeks ago, I said, "What is she doing?" She's like, "Yeah, y'all, I have a new job and they sent me on a training to I don't know where she went. It looked like she was on an island. She took pictures of her food and how well she's eating." I'm like, "This is amazing. This is amazing." This is amazing. And so what people speak to that have been in that position is that it has something to do with what's going on inside of a person, especially if it's long term. Short term homelessness, I don't know. I don't really know if there's a huge difference, but people, it's something going on inside. There's some shift that has to happen. I can tell you, I've seen a shift in Virgo Bliss. Virgo Bliss was struggling last year. She's a whole different person this year. I'm looking like, oh, okay, Virgo Bliss, turn up. About to get, launch her pop-up shop. I'm like, okay. So yeah, this all of this homelessness, this Pisces, it's a lot of people who are refugees. That's gonna increase even more. We think we've seen it. We ain't seen it. We might be at the peak of it. I don't know, but I think we need to get to next year to see that it won't balloon anymore. Yes, for me, humility means remembering to ask my guides and ancestors all the time to have a teachable spirit. Oh, I do like that too. Humility, ask for help even of your guides and your ancestors, and to have a teachable spirit. The teachable spirit one, very good. I was humbled through homelessness when I relocated here to North Carolina. I did not even know that that was your experience, Monica. And Monica is somebody who will, uh, I see, go through stuff with grace and ease because I didn't even realize that. I do remember you having a hard time, but I didn't know. But yeah, homelessness, I can believe that it will create a shift in most of us. Because I know Monica, and so I'm certain Monica had to dig deep and just be like, hell no, this is not what I came here for. And I do remember her saying something to that effect too. When I feel that way, I plan a day with my mom at the altar, just her and I feel her presence. Ah, if I have to sob, I sob and I play music I know she likes, and I get a great joy and feeling. You know what, Virgo Bliss, I think I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to do my best to shift my energy. I'm going to allow myself to be sad, don't get me wrong, but I know that my mother would want me I know my mother would want me. I'm looking at my altar. She would not want that for me. She does not want me descending into darkness. And I really would not want my mama to be back here in this, with all this going on in the world. I'm like, nope, she's okay. I just miss her. That's it. So thank you for that. Aliasia, being unhoused was the hardest time for me, but it opened my eyes so much. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I continue to donate weight to the universe for whoever needs it. You may have it. I give it freely and with love, but it is not welcome back. Yeah, Ali Asia reminded me that I was using weight loss so much. I was like, yes, that's right. I'm supposed to say donate weight. So, yes, donate weight. I've got a deeper appreciation for everyone around me. And now that I have my home, I feel appreciation for it deeper. That just touched my soul. Thank you for saying that, Aliasia. Dang, that's insight. I've lived in my house so long. I do appreciate it. There's a lot of days that I say, I love my house, and I live in a tiny little house. I do not live in a big house. I do not live in a lavish house. I live in an average neighborhood, nothing special. It's a bunch of dudes that have lived here for years. It is not super feminine, even though I've been trying to make it a little bit more feminine here lately. Um, so it's so easy for me to forget. Wow, this is a blessing. I've lived in this house for 15 years. No, it's not the best, made house, nothing, but it's mine. Dear Lord, thank you, it's mine. So I love that. Yes. Donate the weight. PSA, the Virgos are donating weight to the universe. Virgo bliss. Yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the next affirmation that I'm pulling is I am ready. Okay, y'all, this is a good one for this week. We have some new beginning energy. We have the new moon eclipse in Taurus. We have Venus conjunct Neptune. We have uh, Venus conjunct Jupiter. This is like a super potent new beginning time. So I'm excited about that. It says, I can handle anything life throws at me. I am ready. I can handle anything life throws at me. And how do y'all see that for yourself? I am ready. I can handle anything life throws at me. How do you see that for yourself? What does that look like for you? For me, it is deep and profound trust in the universe. And it's knowing the truth of who and what I am, that I have the resources within. The resources, everything I need is within me. We are all like the acorn. We are all like the acorn. Everything that it takes for a mighty oak tree to become a mighty oak tree is in that acorn. That is you. That is me. I am ready. I have the resources. I have the resources. Okay. I'm going to do 2 of these cards this morning. I'm going to do Isis. I love that Aliasia brought up the Isis card. But for our community this week, this is the Fire Maiden. She stands for revolution. Okay. Is she like Aquarius? Let's see here. The Fire Maiden. And then I'm going to read Isis because I don't know. I just feel like Aliasia gave me my other card. So it says the Fire Maiden is the wild woman who burns through the status quo with her heart of fire. She releases the binds to the old and transmutes the mundane, outmoded form into new earth. She is unattached to the past, bringing innovation and cutting edge perspective. She's got to be, she's related to Aries. Okay, I see you. This revolutionary goddess of fire is here to assist you in the fire release of all that shackles you to the past and outmoded form. You are ready for her pure flame to ignite your passion, to ascend in frequency that you may change, heal, and express your untamed essence. She brings the revolutionary power of change to you, inviting you to step into your true radiance and shine the light for others. So, wow. Which one is Isis? Let me find her. I think she's at the beginning. What did that one say to you all? I like that one. I feel like that's an energy. It's not a lot of fire this week. It's no fire this week, but the essence, that energy of breakthrough and new beginnings and stepping into something new, getting out of outmoded thoughts, getting outside of outmoded or outdated identities. Like, I want you to see yourself this week, like in the movie The Wiz, when all the munchkins got freed from the Wicked Witch of the West, and they start unzipping themselves out of those like gargoyle looking suits and skins and identities, and they stepped out into their beautiful selves. I want to hear what y'all have to say about that fire goddess. I'm going to check something out really quickly. I can share without sharing sound because YouTube is so, like, what's the word? Picky. And I respect artists, don't get me wrong. Okay, The Wiz. I want to see if I can. What's the name of that clip? What would that be called? I would love to see them zipping themselves out of those little suits. Yes, here we go. So I'm really just gonna I'm really just gonna have it play while I'll read y'all's comments. Is this at the end? Do they get out? Oh my gosh. Ah, yes. Okay. We're just gonna have it play so we can just enjoy it. Okay. And I want to read y'all's comments. And I know y'all can't hear it, but this is what we need to see, a visual of this happening. This is what we need to be doing today. Like Diana Ross, whoever wrote this movie, all the people in the movie, they gave us the blueprint for what we need to do this week. First of all, they're excited. Their attitudes have shifted. I never thought about it this way. Their attitudes have shifted. They have new perspective. One of the things I say, I got to turn the volume off because I hear this singing going on. I'm about to start dancing. Yeah, there we go. But I talk about Oshun, whose energy is huge right now, and she is the queen of the reframe. So at this point, they've reframed. Can you see a brand new day? And so this week, it's important for us to begin to unzip ourselves as they begin to unzip themselves. Okay, Donna Ross, I see you, honey. I might skip it just a little bit. Y'all ready? Okay, let me look at y'all's comments. For me, it's looking at all I've been through and knowing I'm still here, trusting that I can get through whatever's up next. See, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. This is what we're being at. Okay, I see you. I see you. Woo wee. Look at that. That's what we're doing this week, y'all. Let's just get ready. Yes, I'm ready. I've learned to stay ready with a smile. Yes, I got this. I am ready. I love that. This is us. This is why I love this movie because, we brown sisters, we need to see this, right? Afros, women of color, whatever. Isis is a high priestess. Number 2. Thank you. Yes. Can you feel a brand new day? This is the second time I heard something about watching The Wiz. Look at that. This is us this week. Now, I'm not saying this version of it might play out 3 months from now. But they were dancing before. They were giving thanks before they were rebirthed and in these new bodies, or their true essence is how I see it. Look at the color, the gold, their brilliance in their light. This is what we're being called to do. Okay. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. I opened my goddess deck, and on the bottom is Isis, resurrection. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, this goddess deck, folks love it. The Wiz is fantastic. Yes. I know a lot of people refer to The Wizard of Oz. I refer to The Wiz. This is my movie. I used to watch this movie, act it out as a girl. Oh, yeah. I don't have to pull another card. I'm just going to do Isis. Look at that. That's us. Embrace it. Feel it. We have to see. Our subconscious mind thinks in picture, sounds, and feelings. Can y'all look at us? Look at us, y'all. Look at us. And look at the Tin Man. Tin Man, you better get down, Tin Man. My goodness, this is us. And look, we got Oshun, the embodiment of Oshun, and Diana Ross. She may not be the best dancer, but she's still Oshun. We love Diana Ross. Okay. Look at that, putting out the carpet for us. I wish I could play the music, but they will tag me in a minute on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Wow. Eileen said, reminds me of my favorite song of the month by Priestess Serene Rivers, Life's Abundant. Y'all check that out. Serene Rivers, I know her personally. She's a priestess, one of my sister priestesses. Check out her song, Life's Abundant. Thank you. Hey, Latoya. Behind her is Oya, Deliverance. Oh, thank you for that. I missed that, Zellico. This is us this week, y'all. That's what the Oracle is asking us to do. So all we need to do is remember brand new day, a brand new day. Oh, isn't that glorious? Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's the last one for today. Isis is the Egyptian high priestess, the great mother goddess of the universe who overcame death to resurrect her lover Osiris, the benevolent, mystical goddess of the people. Isis embodies fertility and nourishment of all things in heaven and earth. So she actually is the same as I relate her to Pisces too. Beautiful Isis spreads her magnificent wings, navigating the realms of spirit with ease. She is the moon in pure intention. She is the mother of the sun, resourceful and self contained. Isis lives beyond this earthly dimension. She activates the inner voice. Isis represents internal communication with spirit, offering nourishment from the divine. She is universal wisdom. And she shows you how to live and navigate your life through the honoring of your inner guidance and intuitive knowing. Her magnificent presence radiates her shining wisdom that is present to experience. Your intuition is accessed through the depth of your being and knowing, through introspective and receptive states, through meditation and the dream time. Did I not say that at the beginning of this? For those who were there in the beginning, this is exactly what I talked about. This is exactly what I talked about. Isis urges you to take no counsel outside of your own wisdom, to go deep into your inner landscape where the guidance you seek is found. Ah, Shay. Oh. And that's why I keep asking y'all, what that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Ah. Oya, Kalima, Yamoja, Saraswati have been in my daily readings for a whole week. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Zellico, everybody, for just greeting one another. I appreciate you all. Yes. Latoya. Okay, so I hope that this has been helpful. I know it's long as usual. I go longer than I expect. But we did have to support Victoria. So we've had some discussions about that, holding space for you, Victoria. And yeah, I think that's it. Just again, I invite you to join me in my new moon workshop. If what I will tell y'all this is you get more. You ain't seen nothing yet until you let me see here. Taurus new moon. Is this it? Hold on one second, y'all. You just get really a taste of what I offer um here on the lives. I gotta do something better. Uh I need to look at what I'm doing. Here we go. So there's a link in the description box where you can go and get more information, or if you want to reserve your spot in my virtual new moon mini retreat. It's the retreat to reset. I invite you to join me. We're going to reset, we're going to rejuvenate, we're going to get clarity as you embark upon. Honestly, it's not just next month's journey. I'm going to be honest with you. It's for the next 6 months easily. And so I would love to have y'all join me. It's only $44. You get mindfulness, you get hypnosis, you get um an abundance hypnosis actually is what I put together for you all. There's actually recordings that will be there in addition to the live. If you can't make it live, you get the recordings, and I hold space for the sisters who are live and the ones who are going to watch and replay even in the live. So it doesn't matter if you can come live or not. Of course, I like to have y'all there live because it's way more fun. But yeah, please join me. Only $44, but you're gonna get something that's gonna help you maximize. Like you will make that $44 back just from joining my retreat. I I will put money on it. Let me say it that way. Ah. Do I coach on African spirituality? I found you by researching African spirituality 4 years ago. That's a good question, and I say that because I don't know, I do not if I coach on spirituality, it would be within the Metunetter. If you are into the Metunetter, then it would be that. I honestly feel like what I do is African spirituality, made modern. So, do I coach people like if Ifa? No, definitely not. I will send you to Awa Omitosin. You can work with him. Um, but my position is well, so no, I'm just gonna answer your question. That way I don't just go on and on. Yay! Yes. The new moon retreat. So the new moon retreat is it's gonna be on Zoom. That's something else that I want y'all to know. It's not a live stream. Like the full moon workshop and retreat, that one is a live stream. The retreat to reset new moon is in Zoom. And I put y'all in breakout rooms and different things like that to like connect with one another. So it's not just me talking. It's a lot of experiential stuff. It's not a class. Even though there's part where I might teach a little bit, um, it is um, it is more like an experience. To be honest with you, it's like a retreat. Okay. So yeah. Thank y'all so much again for being here. I am going to go on ahead and run and work on some stuff here around the house. I have 2 coaching sessions that I'll be doing today. And this is what I can tell you that I do. I When I coach, I typically coach on whatever people want to know. Most people want to get coaching and support, which coaching is me just supporting you, okay, on what's going on in their lives. Um, maybe there's an area of life where they need some support. And the other thing that I do is like people who get coaching with me, they get a reading every week and I do a monthly reading for them. I look at their chart, I explain things to them. If they have questions about African spirituality, then I talk to them. The thing that I lead with is goddess spirituality. But for me, African spirituality is a part of what I do. So I will talk about African spirituality, but there's nobody that really shows up. Most people got stuff going on. That's what I'm a life and success coach and a spiritual guide. I combine the two. Um, I do NLP. I provide hypnosis. Um, Lots of healing work. I help women come up with what is it that they need to do in order to establish a practice where they don't have to depend on me or anybody else to get this done. Like, this is unique to your energy. This is what works for you. You can create it and commit it. But a lot of times people are not doing that. So I'll help, establish that. I have coached people when they were struggling with things regarding job. And a lot of it is I will pull up a chart and I'll look and I'll say, 'cause see, a lot of coaches don't do that, because they don't have the astrological knowledge. But I can look and see, okay, this is what I'm seeing. And these are the times that are going to be easier for you. And these are the times that are going to be more difficult for you. Um, and through some relationship stuff, health and well being, a lot of people are going through change. Like they're taking on a new identity. And so I can support people that way. So it's truly a blending. It's like I'm able to couple spiritual teachings and um, practices with modern technology, which is coaching technology also. So ancient technology merged with um, modern. And I am somebody who is initiated into African spirituality. So for me, I feel like that's what I am. I think everything I do is African spirituality. It's just I am born in 1970, so it's that old. versus E5, which is 6,000 years ago, ancient African spirituality. But those are part of what I do and teach. So that's what I do. You're into the Netter. Been practicing comedic teachings for quite a bit this year. I'm trying to make it a daily ritual. Beautiful, Virgo bliss. Plant your seed with the sisters and do some energy work. Get a clear mind before planting your seeds. I love that. Eileen. Readings be on point. Great preparation for what's to come. Yeah, I can say that's one of my superpowers is readings. Sharing wisdom. That's just how I always was. Before I did readings, I was one of those people that folks always came to. But like even with the Metunetter, I can teach you about, like, it sounds like about the teachings. But everything I do extends from what I learned from ancient African spirituality, but it was something not working. Something was not working because those teachings don't translate perfectly to now. It's why a lot of people don't do well with living or practicing those spiritual systems. It's another language and it doesn't exactly speak to us, especially those of us in the diaspora. And so I just began to take what they taught me, like Yemoja, let's say I said, and then I began to figure out what does that really mean in this day and age. And I call it African spirituality. So for Aset, hypnosis. That's one of the main things I do when I'm working with Aset. So a contractor just showed up. I'm getting off now, Aliasi. You're not going to miss anything. All right, y'all take care. Love y'all so much. I appreciate you for being here. And yeah, wishing you all a great week. Let me see how it sounds. Yeah. Wishing you all a great week. And I hope I didn't sound too loud in this microphone because I didn't have my headset on. And so who knows what I sounded like. But I'm here, dear Lord. I'm here. Love y'all so much. And have a wonderful week.